Welcome back, I'm JOYCEY-GAMER, and this is part number 3 of Planet Zoo, and we're going to jump straight into the animal enclosure, which is the elephant one, because on the last video I was saying that I was going to start on it off camera. I did actually record it all, but I've decided not to upload that one, so we're going to start from here. So we're going to go quickly to the elephant enclosure at the moment. It's not finished yet, but as you can see, we have got a little baby in here as well. So that was just born as well, straight away almost. There it is. And I have got the elephant house, which again isn't 100% finished. This is it here, which I've done from scratch, but I haven't finished it. This is the wolf enclosure, which I have done some changes. But again, it needs some more work doing to it. The wolves are doing okay, I suppose, but we have had a death of one of the wolves, so I think we've only got one left in here now. But yeah, I am going to be changing a lot of this area about a bit more than what I was going to do, and that's in today's video. And also what I'm going to be doing is we're going to have to put in a water treatment into the buffalo enclosure. Now I noticed that throughout this video the water is a bit dirty. Now we're over here at the tortoises because I'm going to get rid of the tortoises. There's too many of them. I cannot keep control of them, and to be honest, they just keep moaning all the time, so I'm going to get rid of them and put some armadillos in there. Crocodiles are doing all right at the moment. I don't think there's any kind of problems with them. They're not overbreeding or anything like that, so we're quite happy with them. The flamingos, on the other hand, are certainly overbreeding. There's too many of them. I've tried the contraception, but obviously there's some that I've probably missed, and they just keep popping out more offspring left, right and centre, so we need to cull some of those and get rid of them, put them back into the wild. This was the animal house I was talking about for the elephants. So yeah, that's the option here. There's absolutely hundreds of these birds in here, so I'm going to be getting rid of a lot of these, almost all of them, and the remaining ones, hopefully I'll either leave all males in here and contracept all the remaining females, or ship out all of the females completely, because these flamingos are a nightmare. There is so many of them, and I've tried to contracept them to stop them from having any more babies, and they just keep popping out left, right and centre. And as you can see, they're all over the place. See, that's a new one there. So what we're going to be doing is culling them down, getting rid of what's he doing? Sorting out the wolf enclosure. Elephant enclosure needs kind of finishing off. That'll probably be the next video as well. I can't see it being done here. These needs contraception as well. These are springing out offspring left, right and centre. So again, we need to sort this out. So there's still quite a lot to do in this video. See, there's kids everywhere. Christ, I don't understand it really, you know. And these are all females as well, so when they get older they'll be into breeding as well, so that's not good at all. So we need to get this sorted out. And I think the next kind of animal enclosure I'm going to be looking at is potentially lions or tigers. I think that'll be a nice one to add to the park. We're doing all right with money. We're making a lot of cash, spending a lot of cash, but not doing too badly at the moment. The animals are, you know, it's funny, I think it's in this video that I have a bit of a moment of madness, and when I was putting the water treatment into the buffalo enclosure, I took away the gate, and for some strange reason it thought that the buffaloes had escaped. Well, all panic went, the whole park was running. I was panicking, thinking, my God, we got loose animals on the case. It wasn't at all loose. It was still in the enclosure because the gate wasn't on there, and I didn't realise I'd taken the gate off. So we put that back in. We end up moving the water treatment from the buffalo one a bit outwards because it just doesn't, they can't get access, because obviously they need a path in there, and it's just not working. And I don't want to make it any smaller. I'm quite happy at the moment with this crocodile enclosure. It is what it is. We may eventually change it but I'm quite happy at the moment. What we might try and do is bring the customers a bit closer, but it's all about these guys. And again, what my plan is, get these bridges sorted out, get the elephant enclosure house sorted, and then what I want to do is try to bring a path through it, almost like a kind of path with a couple of like fences either side, so people can walk right the way through. But I don't know whether or not to build a bridge as well, maybe, so it kind of walks through, up and over, but allows the elephants to gain the other side. This is a big enclosure, because what I was going to do was going to put some Indian elephants in here as well, but I don't know if they're going to mix together. No idea. So I may just leave it with African elephants for now, but I may put it into two enclosures eventually. I'm not quite sure yet what kind of road I'm going to go down. I know it's a massive enclosure, but I didn't want to run out of kind of space for elephants eventually. I want to give them as much kind of room as possible. I've said in the last video, I've had them in the past and they've been very aggressive and they've managed to get out. This is electric fencing, so hopefully that'll stop them, but we will see. Anyway, I'll see you soon.
żadne pledzenie ma?
Okay, so what this plan is, this is just a boxed off area at the minute. What I'm planning on doing is doing an indoor monkey kind of house. So where the people can go in and it'll all be kind of caged off and that, and they'll be able to walk through it, and the big monkey enclosure, all made by scratch. It's going to be a big job. That will be possibly the next video. I'm not quite sure yet, but I'm just kind of, I've started to do it like this because I was going to start kind of doing a little walkthrough and then building it up and that. I'm not going to do this now. What I'm going to do is pretty much just leave it as a area like this and build the actual enclosure first with the fencing and that inside of it, and then go from there. I think that's going to be the best bet. But I think that'll be our next job. I was going to look at lions. They are an absolute fortune, especially the whiter albino ones, and tigers as well can be a bit pricey. And I think there's only one tiger at the minute, so it's no point getting a tiger and just shoving it on their own. So I think I'm going to look at monkeys in this area. Alright, so what I was looking at is some of these other kind of facilities that people have made, and I was looking to see if there was a monkey one here, and there was a couple I looked at and I thought, oh, that looks brilliant. There was one, I think it was the what was it, red panda enclosure. I did look at that and I did get that. I put it in here and it just didn't work on my terrain, so I'm not going to go down that route. I am going to make all my enclosures from scratch, but I just wanted to have a look at some of these ideas and see if there was a way of tweaking them and possibly taking some ideas from this, but it doesn't work, so we'll have to forget about that. And that's basically it on this video, because the next part of this video was me getting that panda enclosure, putting it down and basically deleting it off because it doesn't sit right with my terrain, it doesn't look right, and I want to start building stuff from scratch. So the next video we're going to look at possibly the monkey enclosure, starting on that. It's going to be a big build, could take me a while. I might have to do a bit of it off camera first, but certainly that is the way I want to look at it. But thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.
PlayStation